Okay. Income tax. We are not going to define, we know these things. So income tax, we go straight to the process of executing the same. Income tax, how do you calculate income tax? So a few things to observe, to check before you start answering a question. You must know the following. Number one, you must know the gross earnings. Gross earnings is the same as total earnings. How much is this person earning? Number two, we are supposed to know the process of calculating taxable income. Taxable income. And then in taxable income, we focus on the two, whether the employee is, there are two ways. One, it is a basic salary plus allowances, less nominal rent. Number two, it is basic salary plus 15% of basic salary plus allowances, less nominal rent. This is when the employee is housed by employer. So in a question, you have to check and see whether the employee is housed by his or her employer. So if the employee is housed by the employer, then we have to adopt the second formula. Number three, we must check on the table of taxation. The table of taxation you check so that you know in which currency that you are going to leave your money in, whether it is in Kenya shillings or it is in Kenya pounds. The table will also inform you in which duration your taxable income should be in, whether it is monthly or it is per annum. After that one, now 4, understand reliefs. What kind of reliefs do you have in the question? Do we have the personal relief? And then do you have the relief due to insurance, that you will be guided on how to get the relief when somebody has a life cover or an insurance? So 5, you are supposed to understand now total deductions. Total deductions, what is deducted from the employee salary? Our first deduction is payee. And the payee is equal to gross tax minus the reliefs, because we know how to find the reliefs now. After that one, we go to getting the net salary. Net salary, which will be gross earnings, ila tulitafuta number 1, minus total deductions. So we must get these notes. Gross, tumesema net salary, it is equal to gross earnings, ile tulitafuta hapa, minus total deductions. Deductions, we have payee plus other deductions. So we must be very sober when we are answering a question that is touching income tax. So all of these aspects are actually required So we need to be that thorough. When you see this one, how are you going to answer the same? Okay? So I want us to get back to, we address one question. All right? We go to our guide. In our blue books, we have taxable income tax questions. We address the one that has 10 marks. Let us go to test paper 10, paper 2, question 18. We draw an idea from there and so we grasp the content. Test paper 10, paper 2, question 18. Test paper 10, number 18. 18. Unaiona? Question 18. Are you ready? Debbie? Are you ready for the, we start off the question?
Yes.
Good. Sawa. Susan, read for us the question.
Mr. Johnson is a teacher in Kenya. He earns a basic salary of 19,620 per month. He is paid a house allowance of 12,000, a medical allowance of 2,246, and a commuter allowance of 4,129. He is deducted 1,327 towards a retirement benefits scheme. Use the tax rate given below to answer the questions below.
Okay. Our first question, we are told to calculate the monthly taxable income. Monthly taxable income. Taxable income we check on two aspects when we want to check on taxable income. Two aspects. One is the person housed by the employer. You read through the question and see there is nowhere we are told that the person is housed by the employer. So we adopt the formula that we use to calculate taxable income. Taxable income when somebody is not housed by the employer, we say it is basic salary plus allowances less nominal rent. So we are told Mr. Johnson is a teacher in Kenya. He earns a basic salary of 19,620. So 19,620 plus. There's nowhere we are told that it's housed by the employer, so we add allowances. He is paid house allowance of 12,000 plus medical allowance of 2,246 plus commuter allowance of 4,129. He is deducted, so we don't need this amount here. This amount of 1,307 it's not an allowance. It is a deduction, so it is not earned. We don't add all the figures there. So it will be considered as a deduction way later. So what do you get? We want to be sequential. There is a sequence that I want us to follow. One is the employee housed by the employer. If the question is yes, basic taxable income formula will change. If employee is not housed by the employer, taxable income would be basic salary plus allowances less nominal rent. If the employee is housed by the employer, taxable income will be equals to basic salary plus 15% of basic salary plus allowances less nominal rent. So in this case, we don't have nominal rent. It's not housed by the employer. So this is what we get. Those who have calculated, which figure do you get?
37,995.
37,995. This one is per Kenya shillings per month. What's our next question? Calculate the payee he pays to the government if he gets a monthly relief of 1162. 1162. So we want to calculate payee. Payee is equals to gross tax minus relief. That's the formula for getting a payee. So tutafute gross tax. So we go to the table. In the table, you read the title for the first column, which is saying monthly taxable income in Kenya shillings, rate of tax in percentage. So we are supposed to align our taxable income to be in monthly, and then now we start calculating gross tax. So already our taxable income, which is 37,995, it is per month. So we go with that one. So you check the table to inform you in which currency and at which rate of taxation we are talking about. So we start with our taxable income is 37,995. This amount, it lies in which band? It lies in the band that we have. You circle that band. That's 7,950, 995. It lies in which band? It lies between 29,317 to 38,892. So first we have to divide its sky. It may look beautiful, but it's actually a warning that Okay. So we go to the table. We make sure that our taxable income is in months, and then we note the rate. So our taxable income is at 79995. It lies in which band? Then we start now the process. First band. First band is 10% times 10,164. You get 10 16.4. Yes. You go to the second band. Second band, you get it by 19,740 minus 10,164. What do you get?
9,576.
Eh?
9,576.
576, eh?
Yes.
So we get second band 15%, 15% times 9,000. Uliambia 9,700 and
9576.
9576. Okay, what do you get?
1436.4.
1436.4. We go to the third band. We are done the first band, second band, third band. 20% of 29,316 minus 19,740. What do you get?
95.76.
95.76, ndio. Then after multiplying, what do you get?
1915.
1915.
0.2.
1915.2.
Yes.
Yes. Now then, our taxable income was lying in which band? So the band is not complete. So we say the remaining band, we get it by getting our taxable income 37,995 minus 29,316. So this is the remaining amount. Then you multiply this one by the percentage in that band, 20 over 100. What do you get? So that's 7,995. You get
1735.8.
0.8. Then you add.
Yes.
So what we get here is called gross tax in Kenya shillings. Beth, I can see your hand.
Sir, sir, are we not supposed to multiply by 25%?
Or 20. Oh, 25. Yeah. 25%. 20% was on the previous band. 25, eh? So it will change the figure. What do you get?
2169.75.
0.75, eh? So we have the process. of finding this. Taxable income. From taxable income, we align taxable income with the table. Then from the table, we start the first band, second, third, and then remaining as per the dictation of the equation. Then now we add 10, 1, 16.4, 14, 36.4, 19, 15.2, 21, 69.75. What do you get?
That's 7.75.
16. Question
65, that's 7.75.
0.75, eh? So that is after you add everything here, what you get is this, the one we call taxable gross tax. Gross tax, eh? Now, what next? After gross tax, we need payee. We are asked to calculate payee. So payee is equals to gross tax minus relief. Our gross tax is 65, that is 7.75 minus relief. So throughout the equation, we have only one relief. In the equation, we don't have insurance, mention of insurance anywhere. If insurance is mentioned, we wait to see how we should do relief. But now we don't have, we have only one relief. Calculate the payee. He pays to the government if he gets a monthly tax relief of 1162. So minus 1162. What do you get?
5375.75.
That is our payee. So you have to be very, very calculative how you find the payee, how you find, yes?
It is 53. See 52.
53, good. So that's the process of doing taxation. Now, our next equation is, we are calculating what? Calculate his net monthly salary. So net monthly salary. Net monthly salary is equals to total earnings. We get back to the question. What is this person earning? The person is earning a basic salary. You recalculate. I don't want you to be attaching that gross salary, it is the same as taxable income. These things can change along the way. So we must be very clear. What is this person earning? This person is earning a basic salary 19,620. Is earning house allowance 12,000. Is earning medical allowance 2,246. Is also earning commute allowance 4,129. We don't have any other earning. So this one we add up and we get 37,995. That is the amount this person is earning. You get back to the question and recalculate the total earnings. So from total earnings, we want to subtract total deductions. And the first deduction is 5375. 5375.75 plus Another reduction we can see in the equation, there is a reduction here of 1,327 is deducted. So 1,327. We don't have any other deduction. If we have others, we get there. So the monthly net monthly salary will be equals to Kenya shillings. I want you to calculate at 799,995 minus 5375.75. Mm-hmm.
$31,292.25.
That is our net monthly salary for this employee. So that is a typical question that we can encounter. Any question? Mm-hmm. That's what we have, eh? Well, so it's just a recap of what is expected of us. One, in this question, we need what? We need to know what we are expected to know. It is how to calculate gross earnings. Pesa yote mtu anapata ni gani? Number one. Number two, how to calculate taxable income. The taxable income we have agreed, we check it is two ways. Whether the employee is housed by the employer. If it's housed by the employer, it is basic salary plus 15% of basic salary, then plus allowances. Not housed by the employer, we get basic salary plus allowances directly, like the equation that we have worked out. Number three, we go to the table of taxation. The table of taxation, you align the taxable income to the table of taxation. Either it will be per month or per annum. Then you also get the rate of taxation from the table. Another one, we go now to the slabs. We do the first slab, second, third, until we get the remaining. You add all the slabs, you get the gross tax. After getting gross tax, you move to payee. Payee, it is the gross tax minus reliefs. Reliefs will come in two ways. There is personal relief and there is relief due to insurance. This one will be communicated in a question. Then after getting payee, we go to the net monthly salary, which is equals to the gross earnings, number one, minus total deductions, and the first deduction must be payee, and then others, as the question will dictate. Period. That is income tax. You have to be very careful. The moment you miss correct taxable income, the question is gone. So be very careful. And taxable income, we have said it is only, you understand it from the question. Something others are exempted from taxation. What? Just read the question critically before you rush to taxation process. Read the question and see what is the question talking about. Sawa sawa. Well, I want to give you a few minutes. You discuss one question. We not discussing. You will you try to check on a question. Trial 6 paper 2 question 22. Tuende huko. Trial 6 question trial 6 question 22. Trial 6 paper 2 question 22. Is he talking about taxation? Yes. Mm-hmm. That's the question. Mm-hmm. Find her taxable income. All right. Mm-hmm. Debbie, it is your time to read. Read the question. Right, Debbie, uko? Nani anasoma swali? Nani anauliza swali gani?
Mtu anasoma.
Wewe mwenye anaongea asome. Mwenye ameunmute microphone asome. Yaani, you are writing the question ama nini?
Relief. The table below shows the tax levied at different rates for different levels of income. Relief. Every taxpayer receives a tax relief of 1,162 shillings per month. Magdalene has a month salary of 26,000. She is provided with a house at a nominal rent of 800 shillings per month. The value of the house allowance is calculated as 15% of her salary less rent. Find her taxable income, the amount of tax she pays. Calculate Magdalene's net salary.
Good. There is part B. which is going to appreciation, I think, going to compound interest. A man invests 10,000 in an account which pays 16% interest per annum. The interest is compounded quarterly. Find the amount in the account to the nearest shilling after 1.5 years. I want you to take like 3 minutes. Try to think in line with what we have agreed. How possible do you get the taxable income? Only before we go to taxation, Roman 1, find her taxable income. 3 minutes. Kila mtu anaenda kutusomea yake. Get taxable income for this employee. Our 3 minutes are over. Taxable income. Inua mkono na utuambie yako. Let's start with I need feedback from you people. Inua mkono utupe taxable income. Taxable income. Stacy, what is your taxable income? Where are we together? Beth, your taxable income?
29,100.
Not getting you.
29,100.
100. That is for
That's 29,000.
Beth.
Yes, 29.
29,100. Sindio?
Yes.
Another person, Gloria. Gloria. Morora. The taxable income. Rose. Ivan. Okay, I'm one guy. Susan, what? Not Susan. This is Susan was who?
Yes.
Your taxable income.
I also have the same 29,100.
9,100. If you have 29,100, raise up your hand. Maybe you have the same. So Morag was listening to me. Irene was listening to me. Well, now let's go to, we confirm what we have. Taxable income. From the reading of the question, we are told that this person is housed by the employer. And we are even the formula of calculating 15% of her salary less rent. So taxable income for this person is it is 26,000 plus 15% of 26,000 less nominal rent. We don't have another less 800. We don't have allowances in this question. So this person is only earning 26,000. Is housed by the employer, where he pays she pays a nominal rent of 800 shillings. So we stop at that level. So this one, it gives us, I believe it is what is giving us 29,100. Is that true? Did you subtract the 800?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. That one is okay. So we know how to calculate taxable income. The amount of tax she pays. This one is it is payee. Payee, it is what is given to the government. It is also called income tax. So we need to go to the table. You read the column, the title of the first column, it says monthly taxable pay. So we must align our taxable income to be per month. Already it is per month. And then we have the rate of taxation. So from here, we directly go to the process of taxation. The process of taxation, you identify where do we have our amount lying. 29,000 is lying in this band. 29,100. So we start with the first band. first band, which is 96, 80 times 0.1, 68. The second band, 18,000 minus 18,800 minus 96, 80. What do you get?
9120.
9120 times 0.15. You know why it is 0.15, eh? Mm-hmm. What do you get?
1360.
13?
68.
1368.
Yes.
Next band, I believe it is 9120 times 0.2. Mm-hmm.
1824.
18.
24.
Then we go now to the remaining. Remaining, we said it is 29, 100 minus 27, 920. Then this one times 0.25. Mm-hmm. What do you get?
295.
Then we add all of them. We get the gross tax. Gross tax.
$44.55.
Well, 44, you have to get this process, 44.55. So in this 44.55, we want payee. Payee is equals to gross tax minus the RIF. In this case, we have gross tax of 44.55 minus the RIF. The RIF in this equation is 1162. Mm-hmm.
32.93.
32.93.
93.
That is our payee. So we have answered Roman 2. Roman 3, calculate Magdalene's net salary. We said net salary, it is equals to total earnings minus total deductions. We literally get back to the equation. In the equation, we recalculate what is this person earning. The person is earning 26. Magdalene has a monthly salary of 26,000. There is no allowance, there is no what. So the only amount this person is earning is 26,000. There is no allowance. We said we'd calculate. Don't equate taxable income to gross earnings. I'm advocating we get back and recalculate gross earnings. total earnings for this person. Employee earns a basic salary, allowances, and sometimes non-taxable benefits. So we get back and recalculate what is this person earning. It's only 26,000. So don't use 29,100. We use 26,000 because that's what this person is earning. Minus total deductions. The first deduction is 32.93. The first deduction is this ever payee. Another deduction is 800. 800, which is the nominal rent. That one is a deduction. Then we don't have another deduction in this question, but in some questions there will be a communication of what is this person is earning. What is deducted? Some will be having recovery of loans. Some will be having the I don't know how it is called, social insurance, social health insurance, whatever. So we will be told what is deducted from the person's salary. So we add all of them to this one. But nominal rent, it is always a deduction. And that's all. So what do you get?
$21,907.
21?
907.
This is the amount this person is going to earn at the end of the month. Any question? No question. Let's go to part B. Part B is introducing us to something else, which is called compound interest. In compound interest, we need to know the formula. Amount is equals to what? Ross, amount in compound interest, amount is equals to compound interest formula. Ross is not communicating. Ivan, compound interest formula, amount is equals to Gloria, somebody to give us compound interest formula. Wait, I'm wasting niambia. Irene. Beth, can you see your hand?
Principal plus bracket 1 minus rate of 100 raised to number of years.
Principal into bracket
1 minus
1 minus rate
over
of 100 raised to
number of years.
There's something wrong with your formula, just one aspect. Nani ameiona?
A plus after P.
It is a plus, eh? This is compound interest formula. And we use the same in appreciation. But for depreciation, we say a principal 1 minus R of 100. That's for depreciation. But for appreciation, it is the same formula. So the compound interest formula, it is used for appreciation. It is used for higher purchase. But we changed, we give it a negative, then we say it is depreciation. So we have now the formula. As Bethy was explaining, she also missed something. Let us define. P stands for principal. In this case, our principal is 10,000. R stands for the rate of tax, the rate of interest per period. N stands for the number of interest periods. In our question, we have the interest compounded quarterly. So N will be equals to, in case we have quarterly, N will be equals to the number of years times 4. 1 year has 4 quarters. So N will be the number of years times 4 when we have compounded quarterly. So 1 year has 4 quarters. So number of years, in this case, find the amount in the account to the nearest shilling after 1.5 years. So 1.5 times 4. This one gives us 6. So the value of N in our equation is 6. I want you to get this one very clear. How do you interpolate what to substitute in the formula? You get back to the question. Compounded quarterly. It means that the number 1 year has 4 quarters. So N would be number of interest periods. The interest periods would be the number of years times the number of interest periods in 1 year, which are 4. So the value of N is 6. Rate of interest, if it is compounded quarterly, we have 16% per annum. It is the rate of interest per annum divided by 4. So it is R will be equals to 16 divided by 4. So 4% per every quarter. So the rate of interest will be 4%. If you are told that it is compounded semi-annually, we are going to multiply the number of interest period would be number of years times 2. And the rate will be rate per annum divided by 2. So we have to listen to the question. Now, once you have interpreted what to substitute in the formula, now we get back and substitute. So what would be our formula now? Amount will be equal to the principal, 10,000, into 1 plus the rate of interest, which is 4 over 100, raised to the number of interest periods, 6, and we get the amount in the bank. And that's all. What is the amount? Mhm. Haya. Tuongee.
10,001.26532.
10,000.
10,001.
We. Hiyo ni kidogo. Hebu check on the working. Hiyo interest ni kubwa.
Oh.
I want you to have 1.04 raised to 6 then multiply by 10,000.
12,600.
12,000.
653.19.
Are you in agreement to nearest the shilling? To nearest the shilling, so it will be 12,653 shillings. Have you taken note of what is expected? Kama umeshika hiyo kitu, inua mkono. If you have given the same question that you can address it, raise up your hand. I want to see whether we are together. Ivan, sijaona mkono wako. It means you have a question, then you ask. Well. Ross is not with us. Nikirudi Ngimora. Well. Okay. Any question? Any question? Any question? No question. Now I want you to try. Sawa. Now I want you to take up this one. I want us to ground everything by, you are going to attempt question test paper 9, trial 9, paper 2, question 17. Try that question. And then in case and others, in case of anything, we shall start by asking tomorrow any question.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes.
Teacher, I have a question. Teacher, in a exam that we did,
Yes.
teacher ilikuwa kuna venye ilikuwa inasema ati that person had a personal relief. He also alikuwa na insurance policy na pia alikuwa na a relief at a rate of seme kama 10% of the premium paid per month. Now teacher,
Let us because we are here, let us address the question. Sawa. Unasoma swali kutoka. Si uko na karatasi hapo? You have the paper?
yeah.
You read the question. Read the
Teacher,
question
the whole
from scratch. We can do part of it and you proceed from there. I think the problem is taxable income.
Yes.
Soma swali from the start.
In that year, Mr. Hamisi paid a net tax of 5,512 shillings per month. He gets a house allowance of 10,000 shillings, medical allowance of 2,000.
In that year, Hamisi paid a net tax. This is payee. Okay?
Yes.
Of how much?
5,512 shillings.
Good. This is payee. Okay?
Yes, per month. He gets a house allowance of 10,000 shillings. A medical allowance of 2,400 shillings.
Of
2,400. And acting allowance of 2,820. He was entitled to a monthly personal relief of 1062 shillings. He has a life insurance policy for which he pays a monthly premium of 1,500 shillings. And claims a relief at a rate of 10% of the premium paid per month.
Yes.
Now, the others are deductions.
Others are deductions, eh? Now, what is the question?
The first question, they are saying you calculate Mr. Hamisi's monthly basic salary in shillings.
What? This is a question on reverse taxation. So what we are given is we are doing reverse. We start from payee upwards. Tulisema payee, it is equals to gross tax minus reliefs. Sindio?
Yes.
Now we want gross tax. Tunapeleka hii hapa. So gross tax is equals to payee 5512 plus reliefs. The first relief is 1062 plus there is a relief here, claims relief of claims a relief of 10% plus 10 over 100 times 1500. And this one gives us which figure? So it's a question that is asking us to do reverse taxation. Reverse taxation, we are given a payee, we are given reliefs. So what we need is gross tax. So gross tax, if we take relief to the other side, it becomes payee plus relief. And the reliefs are two. There is a monthly relief of personal monthly relief of 1062, and there is 10% relief of 10% of the premium. And the premium in this case is 1,500. This is you get that one, eh? This is 150, Cindy. 1062 plus 150. What do you get?
12.
12?
And 12.
12,
Yeah, but
12
you have
what?
not added.
I've not
When
added
we
what?
add 55, 12.
Ukiongeza 55, 12, what do you get?
67, 24.
So everything you get 60, 67, 24. Sasa. So this is the amount that was calculated from the table. Gross tax is usually calculated from the table. So from payee, we add the reliefs, we get the gross tax. Gross tax was the figure that was calculated from the table. So we go to the table of taxation. Tumeona?
Yes.
So we go to table of taxation. Now table of taxation, we start with the first band. As we do the first band, table inasema nini, Bevi? The table says, first column, what is the title?
Income in shillings per month and tax rates in percentage.
So it is per month, sindio? So if it
Yes.
is per month, our gross tax must be per month, which is okay. So the first band says what? What is the amount in the first band?
1 to 96.80.
1
to 96.80.
296.80.
At cha as in 1 alafu ka dash alafu 96.80.
Hivyo
906.80.
900. Where, Beth, what are you reading? Read in terms of 1,000 or 9,000 evil.
Cha I'm saying 9,680.
Evil.
Yes.
Times 10%, sindio?
Yes.
968, sindio?
Yes.
Second band. Nasema nini?
Cha now I minus.
Yes, you minus the highest and the highest of the previous.
$91.20 times 0.15.
Others,
yes.
Are we following? Yes, what do you get? 91.20 times 0.515?
1368.
91.20 times 0.2?
1824.
We still move on. So we keep on as we keep on adding these ones, while checking whether they are going to exceed what? 67.24. 67.24 ndio tunatafuta hapa. Sawa. 67.24. So ukiongeza 968, 1368 plus 1824, what do you get? Beth? Beth, are you here? Hey, Beth, ulipotea na swali ni yako.
Ilikuwa naniambia searching for network.
Yako. Sawa. Now we are here. The question asked is this analysis. We started by getting what?
Yes.
Gross tax.
Yes.
After getting gross tax, we go to the table. Kwa table, tutafute gross tax. How do you find the gross tax in the table? It is the first band, second band, third band. Then we keep on checking whether the gross tax inakaanga kwa hii column. This is what we add to get gross tax. So unaongeza 968 plus 1368 plus 1824. You keep on checking whether it is going beyond 6724. So after you add, if it is not going beyond 60, unaenda to the next band. 9120 times what? 0.25. What do you get?
2280.
2280. Ongeza hizi zote. 968 plus 1368 plus 1824 plus 2280.
6440.
6440. So umepata 6440. Already it is below what? 6724. Si ni kweli? So it is not going to, we now see like the figure which is remaining 6724 minus 6440. Si ni kidogo sana?
Yes.
So we don't need now a complete band. We don't need a complete band. We need a section of it. We call it x. X times 0.3 is equals to, what do you get? 6724 minus 6440.
284.
284, si ndio? So we are going to get 0.3x minus is equals to, umeniambia 284.
Yes.
Divided by 0.3 divided by 0.3. What is the value of x?
946.67.
946.67, eh? So that's the value of x. Sawa. So now we want to get the taxable income. Our taxable income will be equals to, tunaongeza hizi zote ziko hapa. It will be 96 80 plus 9120 plus 9120 plus 9120 plus x, which is umeniambia x is what? X is 946.67. What do you get?
37,986.67.
This is the taxable income. Sawa. So that's our taxable income. From taxable income, how do you calculate taxable income? Taxable income is equals to basic salary plus allowances. That's nominal rent. Do we have nominal rent in the equation? Now get back to the equation. The equation told us the equation
Get the
house allowance, monthly there is medical allowance.
Yes.
And there was another one, AA.
Acting allowance.
Acting allowance. Do we have another allowance?
No.
No. So we now get back to taxable income. Taxable income in this case tumepata ni
37,986.67.
This equals to basic salary yenye hatuchui, si ndio?
Yes.
Plus allowances. The first allowance is what?
10,000.
10,000. Plus another allowance is 2,400 plus 28, 20, si ndio?
Yes.
Tunaleta hizi zote hapa. So basic salary will be equals to 37,986.67 minus hizi zenye umeongeza hapa. And that will be your basic salary.
Yes.
Now you get the question, eh?
Yes.
That is reverse taxation. You are given tax. You are given a payee. Then now you navigate backwards. You start by getting gross tax. Gross tax inatoka wapi? From the table. You go to the table, unaitafuta until you get the remaining. Then now, how do you get taxable income? We add the bands. We add these bands. It will give us taxable income. These bands will give us taxable income. This one will give us gross tax. So tunatafuta until we equate. Tukiona ile ya mwisho yenye itatupea, we equate. After equating, we get the value of x. Now taxable income will be the addition of all these bands. And we get the value. Now from there, I think you can navigate to the other questions. Very good.
Yes.
Anybody who has another question? Well, no question. Well, you will attempt other questions on income tax. In case of anything, still tomorrow, we are here to ask. We have like some minutes, and these small minutes, we address something small. something small called mixtures, and then we address one equation. Mixtures. Irene, uko kabisa? Uko kwa mixtures? Good. Mixtures, we said there are some formulas that we adopt. We said if we have two quantities which are mixed, quantity A, which goes at A shillings per unit. Sometimes this unit can be kilograms, liters, or what. Another quantity goes at B shillings per unit, which can be kilograms or liters or whatever. The two are mixed in the ratio X is to Y. So we want the cost of mixture. Cost of the mixture would always be equals to total cost over total number of units, total proportions. So total cost is A times X plus B times Y over X plus Y, where this one is equivalent to total cost, and this one is equivalent to the total maybe mass or total number of units. So this formula is going to be very fundamental in our working. So this is what we want to see: total cost, total number of units, and then we start off from there. And a question will bring in profit. In profit making, because we are going to blend a few items with an aim of selling at a certain cost to make a profit. So the cost of mixture that we get from here, it is always equated to 100%. Then now from there we add the selling price of mixture to give us a certain percentage, maybe X% profit. So that is the only thing that we are supposed to know. And then we start now addressing questions. Let us address one question. One question on mixtures. It is a question trial 10 paper 2 question 7. Trial 10 paper 2 question 7. Trial 10 paper 2 question 7. What? Is this 10? Hawa nimeangalia vibaya. Mixtures. Ai, kwa niliangalia wapi? Okay, trial 10, paper 2, question 15. Si ndio? Question 15, yes. Question 15. Let's go direct and see how it will behave. So we have maize and millet costs 45 shillings and 56 shillings per kilogram, respectively. Calculate the ratio in which they were mixed if a profit of 20% was made by selling the mixture at the 66 per kilogram. So we have said that we need to see the cost per unit, and sometimes it can be communicated differently, but this is exactly what we want to see, is the total cost over total number of units. So we have maize and millet, 45, 56. But now we are asked to find the ratio in which they were mixed if a profit of 20% was made by selling a mixture at 66. So we start from 66. Is equivalent to which percentage? 120%. What about 100%? Will give us what? But because clearly from the equation, 66 shillings per kilogram, it has a factor of 20%. But to carry the cost of the mixture, which is 100%, we need a price for the mixture. So this is 100 times 66 divided by 120. What is the answer? Uh-huh.
55.
What?
55.
Exactly 55, eh?
Yes.
Yes, that is now the cost of the mixture, which is 100%. How do you find the cost of the mixture? So you say 55, it is equal to, you let the ratio to be x is to y. So it will be 45 x plus 56y over x plus y. That's how we get the total, the cost of the mixture, which is 55. Cost of the mixture, already we have worked out from 66, we have landed at 55, which is equivalent to 100%, because we agreed that the cost of the mixture is always equivalent to 100%. So 55, which is 100%, is equal to 45x plus 56y over x plus y, because we have said to be calculated, to be given the ratio of x is to y. So cross multiply 55x plus 55y, this equals to 45x plus 56y. Like terms together, hii kuja hapa, we have 55 minus 45, 10x is equals to 55 iende huko. 56 minus 55, 1y, we want to remain with unknowns on one side. I want to divide here by 10 and here by 10. So we are done with this one. I want to divide here by y, this one by y. To 31 and y goes. So I have x over y is equals to 1 over 10. So x corresponds with 1 and y corresponds with 10. So the ratio is 1:10. The ratio x is to y, 1:10. What is the alternative method? Alternative method, tukasema kuna watu wako kwa klasi ya agriculture. Alternative method tunasema we had the one quantity that was selling at 45, another quantity was selling at 56. Sindio? Cost of the mixture inakaa hapo katikati. Then we subtract it diagonally. 55 minus 45, 10. 56 minus 55, 1. And that is the ratio. X is to y. Still, we can get the same answer. And it is marked exactly for. So it is a few aspects that we are supposed to know. That's what will guide us to answer this question on mixtures. So it is not a serious question. So long as we drill ourselves towards knowing that cost of the mixture is always equivalent to 100%. So introduce profits there and joke around with it. Cost per mixture is equal to the total cost over total number of units. And then we calculate from that edge. Sawa. Any question?